this governor to pause this execution? Why be in such a hurry?
Protests today in Montgomery ahead of Thursday's execution of Kenneth Smith. Groups opposing the death penalty will be on the Capitol steps each day this week. All eyes are on Alabama, the state planning on using a manner of death never before attempted. Kenneth Smith set to die Thursday via nitrogen gas. It's a method only approved in 3 states. Smith killed a woman in a murder for hire back in 1988.
Tonight, we're learning much more about the entire process. A mask will be put over Smith's nose and mouth, forcing him to breathe pure nitrogen. It's colorless and odorless. The mask will deprive him of oxygen, which then shuts down bodily functions. Medical journals have noted that people have died from this type of exposure, but generally it happens in industrial accidents and suicide attempts.
All right, here's what's the state's plan to carry out the execution. We do want to warn you, this is somewhat graphic. And Kenneth Smith will be strapped to a gurney, the mask placed on his face. Then the warden will read the death warrant and ask for any last words. From there, the nitrogen hypoxia system will be activated from another room. It'll be administered for 15 minutes or 5 minutes after Smith flatlines on the EKG, whichever is longer.
So obviously this is a high-profile case with strong feelings on both sides. Smith's attorneys argue it's cruel and unusual punishment. The state says the nitrogen will cause him to fall quickly into unconsciousness before Smith dies. This will be the second time Kenneth Smith will be in the death chamber. The state failed to execute him in 2022 using lethal injection. It was called off because the execution team couldn't find a vein for the IV. It was this case that led the governor to pause any future executions pending a top-to-bottom review of the system.
Right now, we're waiting for a ruling from the lower court. It heard arguments Friday from Smith's attorneys and the state. Depending on their ruling, the case could end up before the U.S. Supreme Court.
If the execution is carried out, it could lead other states to follow suit. Again, only 3 states have okayed this execution method. The others are Oklahoma and Mississippi. Right now, some states are having issues finding the drugs needed for lethal injection. But that's not why a lawmaker in Nebraska has filed a bill to add nitrogen as an additional execution option. Andrew Ozaki talks to the bill's sponsor and the man leading the charge against this legislation.
LB 970 would allow Nebraska's Department of Corrections to come up with a procedure of forcing a condemned inmate to breathe pure oxygen as a method of execution.
It's not a gas chamber, anything like that. Just put on a mask.
The bill's sponsor says it's more humane.
It feels just like you're breathing normal air. But within approximately 15 seconds, you pass out, you lose consciousness, you go to sleep, and then within minutes, you pass away.
3 other states, Mississippi, Oklahoma, and Alabama, have approved the method, but so far none have used it in an execution. Alabama could be the first later this month.
We have a senator proposing an innovative, unused, untried method of execution.
Spike Eicholt of ACLU Nebraska says a recent report from the United Nations questions how humane the method is and says it will be subject to legal challenges.
Switching to this kind of method is just going to start a whole series of litigation regarding the propriety of that method of execution.
Eicholt says ACLU continues to believe the death penalty itself remains flawed regardless of the method.
It's arbitrary in application. It doesn't apply to the worst of the worst offenders. There are meaningful ways to keep people locked up effectively for the rest of their life.
This is not a debate about the death penalty. This is a debate about the method of the death penalty.
Lippincott says he did not introduce the bill because it has become more difficult for states to obtain execution drugs. He says it's about being humane.
It's painless, totally painless, so you don't even know it's happening.
Andrew Ozaki reporting. And lawmakers in Nebraska have a few more weeks to get the bill through the legislature. Meanwhile, back in Alabama, if Thursday's execution is carried out, it'll be the first new execution method used since lethal injection was introduced in 1982. Right now on the WVTM 13 app, you can hear from a journalist who recently interviewed Kenneth Smith. Hear what he says Smith is going through in the run-up to his execution.